Alright, I think we are good. It's me, it's morning, there's coffee. The world is wonderful. Morning everybody. I am here and we have a live stream and that is great. It is Thursday and I'm happy about it. So I am going to be working on my Inktober today instead of a map. For those of you, hey John, how's it going? For those of you that don't know, Inktober is a drawing challenge that happens every October, and Brian is here too. Yay! There's a list of 31 prompts. I wrote them out in my book. So this is the list for Inktober. This is the list for Wicked World Building, which I haven't started yet. I kind of want to, but I'm really putting a lot of time into Inktober so far. So this is my Inktober 1, which was Ring. This is my Inktober 2, which was Mindless. And so today we're doing Inktober 3, which is Bait. So this is my plan. Hi Laura, happy Thursday. Inktober list, like, did I write out the prompts? Yeah, if you look on my Facebook, because I know you're on it, there's actually an album for the work, so you'll be able to see it if you can see it. Morning, Gary. Yeah, the heart is really, I'm very happy with it, you guys. Like, sorry if I be proud for a moment, but I'm super stoked with how it turned out. It took like every bit of yesterday, but I am really quite content with it. A couple of people have asked for me to run prints of this one, and I very well might. I'm pretty thrilled with it. So yeah, I'm really hoping that my entire Inktober set stays this quality. I'm really enjoying the black and white on the craft paper look, and I am loving the heavy detail. All right, well, Gary, I hope it goes well, and that the waiting room isn't too zany for you. But if I'm still on when you're back, come join us again. But yeah, it appears that I left my pencil and my eraser downstairs, which is fabulous. So we will make do with what we have on the desk. Yeah, right? I really like the white too. I do wish I had a finer white gel pen. The one that I'm working with right now is the Uniball Signio, which is a broad tip. It's probably a 0.5, maybe even a 0.7. And that's a lot. Like, it lays down a lot of pigment. I was kind of hoping that my jelly rolls, I have a white jelly roll, but unfortunately it is just gummed right up. And that seems to be a problem for me with jelly rolls. This is a silver one, but the white one is just, it's given up the ghost. And I've never learned a way to make them better once they've done that, so it's definitely a thing. So I just want to figure out, I want to do a box on my page this time around. So 21 minus 3, 1, 2, 3, 18. Yeah, that'll do. So I want to do a box and have that as my background. And then the topic today is bait. So I want to do an earthworm on a hook. I know it's not terribly original, but it's the image that I've had in my head ever since I read Bait. So I'm gonna do it. Now this does need to extend if we're gonna do this right. It's only 3 centimeters on this side. So how's everybody doing? It's really nice to have people hanging out. I'm stoked about it. Have I said lately how grateful I am that you guys come and hang out with me on Thursdays? Because I really, really am. It definitely makes my house a lot less lonely. Sorry, just focusing on the hook. Hi, Douglas. How are you? On a new car, Laura. That is super exciting. No, Naglis, it's definitely not a map today. I'm working on my Inktober for today. I'm doing the Inktober drawing challenge, and the topic today is bait. So my idea is to do an earthworm on a hook. It's not very original, but it's the image that I've had in my head. So it's what I'm gonna do. What color is it, Laura? The only thing about working in an actual sketchbook, because I've been working on loose paper for such a long time, is that the coil squeaks on the glass surface of my desk, and I am so not used to that anymore. It's just like, oh my goodness, that sound. It's not a great sound. Black is awesome. Makes you a Men in Black super secret agent. I'm sorry your dart was a write-off, but I'm super happy that you're getting into a vehicle that's going to be safer for you after that happened. That's a pretty big deal. Yeah, I thought about a fish, but I've really had this image of an earthworm going in my brain, so that is what I'm planning on doing. Hi, Saxon. Hey, baby. What you doing? I will wave at Saxon for you, Brian. Earthworms are fun. I've never eaten one though. I believe that they're probably pretty tasty. I do know that there's a Maptober. I debated doing that one as well. I just kind of decided like I have never gotten past October 17th on Inktober ever. I've tried I think for 3 years. And so I really wanted to give it a shot this year and see if I could actually get there just as a personal point of pride. Um, and we will see. It does remain to be seen how. I think it's just. No, it's the worm is going to be straight over this. That's what. April? I didn't know there was a April. That might be better timing for me in the course of a year because I go from Inktober to NaNoWriMo, and having those back to back is pretty intense. Um, yeah, Stufftober and do everything. If you had infinite amounts of time, maybe. Um, Bye, Gary. Have a good morning. You're gonna go back to Aquarelle, Douglas? That's exciting. All right. Let's get going on this worm, shall we? Oof, sorry about that squeak, you guys. It is a terrible squeak. Um, yeah, Mapvember I think has more traction than Mapril. But like Inktober has a million permutations too. There are people that do just monsters, there are people that do pinup, like it's kind of just taken over. It's really become Stufftober. Like let's be real about this. Um my Inktober list is the official one from geez, I forget where it's from now. But if you go to inktober.com, they have the official list every year. And then there's all kinds of like permutation lists that kind of just depend on what you're doing. Douglas, why don't you draw nice things for school? That was not what I wanted to do. That's fair. I draw according to myself a lot too. In theory, there's 6 of you still watching. So, somebody. I imagine people are also working on their stuff while they're watching. That's kind of generally what we do, which is totally cool in my world. I dig it. How's it going having your own office, Laura? That just changed a couple of weeks ago, didn't it? Hi, baby. How you doing? Sketching some dungeons. When's your next game, Brian? What's a cutting schedule, Laura? Nice that you're posting for free to people on your Facebook page, Necklace. Well, I'm glad you're stuffed. You had a kebab, didn't you, babe? Kebabs. They're so tasty. You blame Critical Role. That is completely fair. I would blame Critical Role too. I'm episode 68 of the current campaign, so just about caught up to where things are happening in real time, so that's kind of exciting. I love it when people get invested. I ran a solo session for Lisa last night, which was really, really good. And then I'm probably running a solo session for Charles tonight, which should also be really, really good. And yeah, I love it when people are super into it. Yeah, Naglis, please do post to fantasy map groups again, because then I'll make sure I see it. I think I'm following your page, but I don't remember for sure. Babe, I want matzo sticks. I do. I would eat them. That would be delicious. Did you eat a vegetable with your kebab? Are you warding off scurvy? Yes, as in matzah. I don't know if you have them where you are. They take little batons of mozzarella that are like the width of my thumb, but maybe sometimes longer, and they bread them and deep fry them so that the cheese gets gooey on the inside and the outside is crispy, and it's friggin' delicious. Dave, don't be mean. I know you know what a vegetable is. I feed them to you all the time when you're home. That's why you went away. You went on a year's tour so you didn't have to eat vegetables. I see this thing now. I should have known. Oh, they're super good with marinara dip. True story. True story. They don't have marinara dip here. What do they serve you for dip? Do they serve you dip? Um, but it's not the same. Yeah. Marinara is um it's a tomato-based sauce. I think it usually typically is flavored with basil. Um, I'd have to look this up now. And yes, that's the Dave that's in Latvia. Tomato, peppers, tomato paste, seasonings. Yeah, that sounds right. The marinara dip. Yeah, you're not wrong, Laura. You are not wrong. Potatoes are not a vegetable. Tomato, part of being a tomato is being a fruit is the fact that it has seeds. Technically, eggplants and zucchinis are also considered fruit. Um, so that's a thing. Peppers are also considered a fruit. We just class them as vegetables because they're savory, not sweet, and so that's a colloquial usage as opposed to a scientific usage. Or at least that's my understanding. I could totally be wrong. Don't quote me on it. Who really knows? Gravy is not a fruit. Dave. Yeah, coffee is totally fruit juice. It's the only fruit juice I drink right now. So here's the question. Why is um why is gravy a gravy instead of a soup? Brian, you're funny. Water is boneless ice. It's true. I know you're low on your trolling quotient, babe. Get it while the getting's good. Dave, you should tell Brian about your TPK with the vampire. Yeah, I know you'd eat gravy as a soup. Although I think you'd want gravy soup to have like potatoes in it. I feel reasonably certain about that. No, I don't think that that's what we mean. Oh, I don't know if I could do that, Laura. Oh, that's not the pen I want. That's the pen I want. Hi, Doodle. What you doing? You're like, Mom, why are you talking to the screen again? You gonna sit on the love seat? That's a good boy. All right, have a good walk, Brian. Take a picture so I can see it. Thanks for hanging out. Laura, that's funny. Nag, let's cost you your pen. What do you mean?